Good evening, my YouTube family. As I get set up. You are now live. All right, I'm live in both places. Hi, family. Hello. Just setting up. Showing up on time for y'all. So the YouTube frame, when I go all the way up, my hands are not all the way up the frame. Where do I have to come? All the way back here. I am on. That's still really, I don't know. I'll just, then it kind of goes. We'll deal with it when it comes. All right, I'm gonna grab some equipment. Meet me on the mat. Meet me on the mat. Meet me on the mat. You can meet me on the mat. All right, perfect. Good evening. Good evening, family. Good evening, students. Good evening. All right. So good evening, everyone. My name is Allison. I am with Sunflower Collective Yoga. Thank you for tuning into my weekly YouTube live yoga stream. So we're going to practice yoga this evening. But I just wanted to start out just showing some yoga tools that I have. First off, we have a block. So this is a cork block. So there's a couple of different blocks that you can use. So if you go out looking for blocks, you'll see ones this size. And then you'll also see there's the thicker ones. This one is cork. And you'll see a lot of foam on the market as well. So there's cork, foam, and wood, which I think wood would be kind of harsh. I think it sounds like it would hurt, but you don't know until you try. Sometimes, depending where you are in your practice, using those types of tools actually feels better versus like a foam or even a cork block. That actual wood could feel better on the hands. So that is some tools. So you can use those throughout your practice. You never know when you kind of need it. Sometimes, or depending whatever level you are, you could be proficient and still use blocks. I love aids. I think they're great for classes. I used to be a professional swim instructor and lifeguard, and I used to, when I would teach swim lessons, I would always have tools. So I'm one to always recommend using tools. I think they help enhance. And if you don't have the tools, you can improvise. Like if you don't have a block yet, you can always use a book if you have a book around, or you can find something that would work for you, like a can of soup or something else random that would be sturdy, not wobbly, injure you during your practice, something like that. Another thing is this is a yoga strap. It can help you get in different positions, help with like flexibility and movement. I will do some poses tonight and I'll use the strap if I remember. And that's some different ways you can use a yoga strap in your class. So I think we'll go ahead and get started. We'll meet on our mat. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for showing up. If you're here, hit the subscribe and make sure you like the stream. We're going to have a seat in the middle of the mat. Seat in the middle of the mat. I have socks on. I had to take my socks off. All right, so we're having a seat. You can have your legs soft or you can stack them, whichever feels good for you this evening. And we're just going to take our hands to heart center. We're just going to start. Let's just clear it out. I know we all need clearing out right now. So let's take a breath in. Release out. Breathe in. Release. Breathe in. Release. And let's do one Om. Breathe in. Beautiful. It's opening the sound of your breath, and the Om is to touch you on another level. So it's not surface, it's mental. Let's come on to, let's just kind of do some circles. Do some circles right here. We're just starting out. I feel very bright and with these green pants on, and I'm not a shorts person, but these are so comfortable. And we're just going to come to center and switch. And I got these to teach yoga in, and they're just like actually very comfortable. So maybe I just got converted into these soft, weird shorts that I thought looked weird, but are very comfortable. And they're comfortable also to practice yoga in. And when you come to center, beautiful, come up straight. Let's just stretch our arms out so you can take your right hand, you can ground your right hand down, left hand over, and if you want to, you can come down on your elbow, wherever is comfortable for you. And come back up. Center, and take that left hand down. And go right ahead. Go to wherever you want to on that side. Nice. Up straight. And hands to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to come onto all fours. Come onto all fours. And when you get into this position, let's go into cat-cows. So go ahead and start those cat-cows. That cat-cow, this is, you've been sitting all day. Maybe you haven't been sitting all day. Maybe you just need this movement. And this movement is here for you through those cat-cows. And when you're in that cow, you're pushing up. So you'll feel it right here. The top of the back, the dome, and then release it into that cow. 2 more like this. Go ahead, 2 more. Nice. All right, and now we're going to thread the needle. So take that right hand up and thread it right through that arm. So you're going to be down on your shoulder. You can take your left hand. It can be in front, just resting. That arm can be straight up in front. If you have this in your practice or flexibility, you can tuck that hand behind. It's like you're trying to reach for your pocket on your right side. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Take that left hand up and bring it back down. Bring that right hand up and bring that right hand down. So let's take that left hand up and thread it on through. Nice. And that other side, you can do the same thing. Balance it out. Yeah, get that stretch in. Okay, and bring that right hand up. Push that right hand down. Bring that left hand up and bring it back down. Beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and do our 1, 2, all 3. So take that right leg back. Take that left hand forward. Nice. Push through that heel, and we're going to crunch in. Nice. And again, you want to keep that right hip down. Keep breathing. One more. Out. And come back to neutral. Take that right foot, leg down. Now we're going to switch sides. Take that left leg out. Right hand out. And crunch. Crunch. One more. And come to neutral. Bring that right and that left leg back. Nice. Let's go into child's pose. Go ahead and get a child's pose in right there. Nice. Let's come into downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and down dog. And just get a little movement in right here. It's the first one of the day. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Just work that out. Go side to side. Whatever feels good. And then come to stillness. You should have a slight bend in those knees. They don't need to be locked out. Either your heels are up like mine or they touch the ground. Either way is great. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. And we're going to rise all the way on up. And hands to heart center. We're going to enter into our sun A's, our sun salutation A's. In our standing position, we're going to take our arms all the way on up and bring our hands to heart center. Hands go on up. Release, hands, heart center. Breathe in, hands up. Release, hands, heart center. One more. Breathe in, hands up. Out. Hands to heart center. And breathe in. And fold. Up halfway. And fold. Vinyasa. And step back, jump back. Knees, chest, chin. Knees can be up, knees can be down. You can do a low cobra. You can be thighs off the ground. Downward facing dog. Remember, you can have a bend right here. Hands are wide, palms pressing into the mat. Your eyes should be looking in between your feet. Bend your knees, step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up to the top. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Hands go on up. Fold. Up halfway. Fold, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Two more. Bend your knees, step or hop forward. Come up halfway, fold, rise all the way on up to the top. Hands to heart center. Right. Hands go on up. Fold. Up halfway. Fold. Vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Five breaths right here. If you want to move, you can move here. If you want to go into forearm stand, into forearms, three-legged dog, that's always here for you. Come back to a neutral position. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to do sun bees next. At the top of the mat. Hands go right on up. Chair pose. Chair pose. And fold. Up halfway. Fold. Vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side. Warrior one. Take that right leg forward. 90 degrees, open that up. Arms up. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Hips facing forward. Headlights. Arms up. Look up. You can look up as far back as you can. And vinyasa. So take your hands down. Step that right foot back. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side. Left foot. Warrior one. Same. Yes, get into that position nice and deep. Solid journey, everyone. Always remember that it's always a journey. Hands together, down. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths right here. So again, you can do those different movements. Whatever feels good for you. 5 breaths. 5 breaths. 3-legged dog. You can do the opposite side. Come back to neutral position. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. Lift on up and into chair pose. Release those shoulders, no squeezing. Hands out and stand on up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Take a breather. But guess what? Hands go right on up. Sun B, second one. And chair pose. Fold. Up halfway. And fold, vinyasa. Stop, step back, jump back, whatever feels good. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Right foot forward. Yes, get into that. And hands going down, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. It all flows. It all just flows. Left foot forward. Warrior one. Up. Nice. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And maybe do something different here. Maybe you want to come into Malasana squat right here. Go right ahead. Remember, this is your practice also. I am guiding you through a crisp sunflower flow, but add in and do what you feel is needed. This is your time. And come back to neutral position. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. Nice chair. And let's weave those fingers together. And we're going to push out and go into half chair. So push on back and down. Yeah, get into that. And release. You can do crow pose or go into Malasana squat again. Crow pose or Malasana squat. And I'm going to demo using a block right here. So I like to use a block to help me with doing crow pose. So take your time. Falling is normal, but do protect yourself so you don't injure yourself when you're using props or whatnot. So be careful is all I'm saying. Be careful. So we're going to take the block. So go ahead. I'm demoing crow. So your knee's supposed to be above your elbow, and you're squeezing in. So your toes should be kind of close together. There should be like a fist width of space between your feet. So you take your hands out. Hands should be nice and wide. You're pressing them into the ground. Yeah, okay. And then, so I take my head or my forehead onto the block, and it helps me balance. So maybe you don't even take your feet off the ground. So it all depends where you are in your practice. So just remember that. You don't have to rush. Take your time. All right, keep breathing. A couple more seconds of play. And come on back and go into a vinyasa. Vinyasa, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Let's do a lion's breath. So we're going to breathe in, and when we release, you're going to stick your tongue out and just have a nice lion's breath. So breathe in, release. Again, breathe in, release. And And one more, just because. Breathe in, release. Yeah, get that breath pumping. All right, come back to heart center. Bend your knees. Let's come on down to the floor. Yeah. And let's see, down on the floor. Three-legged French. All right, so we're going to take our down dog, three-legged. Oh, so we're going to come back up into downward down dog. I'm looking at my hands. So come back up into down dog. Let's take our right leg up. Right leg is up. Make sure that foot is pointed down, pushing out through the heel. You're pushing evenly through your hands. And we're going to take that right leg over to the left elbow. Cross that over. Nice. Back up into three-legged dog. And then take it over to the right elbow. Back up into three-legged dog. And then take it to the center. And hold that. Hold it, and three-legged dog. Nice job. And step that right foot through. You can come on down. You can bring that left leg down. So we're going to take both our hands on either side of our foot, frame it out, and do a little low lunge. And do half split, so you can go back and forth. It's a nice movement through right there. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. I'm live on Instagram and YouTube, Tuesday, Thursdays. One more. Come back into neutral. Plant that left hand. Take that right hand up. Yes, get that nice side bend. You can take that right hand behind too. Then we're going to take our left foot up. Maybe you can grab it. Maybe you have a yoga strap. This is a place where you can use a yoga strap. These are all just tools. You could have like something else around your house too that might, if you have any rope or anything that's soft and long, I could try to think of some more things that are alternatives. Tights. So yeah, so you can put the strap there, grab it, and you can take your hand as close as you can get it. That's how you start working that in, training with the strap right there. Foot's flexed, and then release, no slingshotting. And step that right leg back, go into downward dog. Go ahead and vinyasa. Down dog, nice. And let's take that left foot forward. Oh, left foot into the air. Three-legged dog. Make sure that hip is pointing down. And let's crunch it over to that right elbow. Back to three-legged dog. Left elbow. Three-legged dog. Neutral into the middle. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And three-legged dog. Good job. And bring that leg through into low lunge. Good job. We're in low lunge. Frame your hands on either side. And go ahead and back and forth. You can move in this position. One more back and forth. One more back and forth. And then come to the top. Take that right hand down. Let's lift that left hand up. Take that left hand, maybe reaching it for that right pocket. Nice, release that. And we're going to take that right leg can come up. Maybe you have that strap. You can take that strap around that foot, or you can just go on up. Maybe you can't grab it. Maybe just more practice. More practice. More practice. Keep to your practice. Things will change. There we go. And release, no slingshot. And step back into down dog. Go ahead and vinyasa. Vinyasa right here. We get into down dog. Let's bend our knees and step forward. And come up halfway, fold, then rise all the way on up. Beautiful. We're going to do some standing postures. Standing postures. Again, you can use your strap, maybe one or two of them, but I will cue you if I think you can use your strap. And if you don't have good stability, do you think you should be using the strap? I think you should do whatever's safe and not injure yourself. No injuries. No injuries from yoga. I don't want to see my comment box. Sizzle. You guys can call me Sizzle. Sizzle, I was injured. I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? I don't want to hear about injuries. So please take your time. Please be careful. So if you need to use the wall, always try to have a little space, a little sliver of wall that you can use. Sometimes you can make it work, sometimes you can't. I've definitely been in a space that doesn't have any room. So we're going to start off with you're going to take your foot. It can stay on the ground, so your foot and your heel is hitting your ankle like this. Or you can bring it up below your knee or above your knee. So wherever your stability is this evening is where you can take that tree pose. And your hands can be at heart center, or you can take it out into a V, or even cactus arms, whatever is comfortable for you. One more breath. And release, but hold that foot. Let's see if we can bring it out in front of us. Bend your knee. Or if you have room and stability, you can straighten it. If you put it down, that's fine. Down, up. It's whatever works. Good. And let's take it out to the side. And bring it back to neutral and place your foot down to the ground. Beautiful. Tree pose on the left side. So you can lower, mid, or above. And go right ahead, whatever position you are in this evening. I want to hear your breath 3D. What does that mean? It means I should hear your breath 3D. Beautiful. And release. Let's bring that knee in front. Nice. Hold it. Maybe you need to hold it like this. You can hold it too. And let's take that leg out to the side. Couple more breaths. Bring it forward and step that foot down. Nice. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and do a vinyasa. So you can go ahead and flow through that vinyasa yourself. When you're in down dog, you can bend your knees, come on down to the floor. We're going to do some leg stretches. So you can take your right leg, and this would be another place if you would like to use a strap. Use a strap here. So you're going to bend your left foot in. We're sitting up straight. Take both your legs out straight. Bend your left foot into your right leg. So that left foot can come like into that little corner. And your right hand can grab your big toe, or it can grab your foot. And maybe you can take your left hand and grab your foot as well. If you have a strap, you could take the strap around your foot and you could grab it. I think you can see that. See, here's my hand. And then, depending where your flexibility is, when you're using the strap, you go to where you can go. And then you keep working your hand down the strap to eventually you don't need it. But it's a good tool if you do need a strap. So bend into that side. Bending forward, keep breathing. Beautiful. And release. Switch that out. Switch out. So bend that right leg. Left leg straight. Hands up. Release those shoulders and fold. This feels good. Get that stretching in. But remember, only do what feels good. Don't overstretch or injure yourself. Take your time. We want to be here a long time, not a short time. And release. Nice. Let's come into butterfly. So you can bring both your feet together. Kind of scooch up a little. Your heels are together. You turn this way. Yeah, so push those together. Push your chest up. Nice. This feels really good. And then you can fold, so you're like stretching up and folding. Nice. And come on up. Release. Nice. And let's come onto our back. Come onto your back. And we're going to do wheel pose or a bridge or wheel, whichever feels good for you. So bring your heels close to your bum and push on up. Your shoulders kind of roll under. Your hands can touch your heels. Chin is to the chest. Breathing. Feet should be straight. Knees should be straight. Lift up a little more. If you have a block, this is a good place to put a block. It's good support. Helps you get into that wheel deeper. You can put it this way. Or to get higher into the pose, you can put it the other way. And come on down. We're going to do 2 more. So you can do wheel, or you can push, you can do bridge, or you can push up into wheel, whatever floats your boat. So you ready? Go on up. Bridge or wheel. And come on down. Nice. And 1 more. And push on up into your bridge or your wheel. And come on down. Nice job. Go ahead and get a little happy baby in there. So you can bring your legs up. Your hands can grab the bottom of your feet, or maybe they grab your toes. You can rock back and forth. You can stay still. Nice. And bring your feet on down. Let me give you some time here to move around before we come to the end of our practice. So go ahead and you can get another vinyasa in. You can do legs up the wall. Any movements you'd like to do, down dog. Whatever sounds comfortable. You have a couple of breaths here. Couple of breaths. Fill it out. As you're ending your movement, we'll move into Shavasana. So if you would like to lay on the ground or legs up the wall, there's a couple different movements you can do in your Shavasana, but it's whatever's comfortable with you. You can lay on the ground, arms out, legs out, whatever feels comfortable to you. Go ahead and go into your Shavasana. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, keep your eyes closed if your eyes are closed. Keep breathing. Roll to the side of the mat that feels comfortable for you. Roll to the side that feels comfortable for you. And when you're ready, you can sit on up. You can keep those eyes closed. Tonight, our divine alchemy was in motion. It is January 19th, 2023. Mercury retrograde has ended. So much movement is happening. Take time to journal. Take time to go within yourself. Take time to meditate. Take time for yourself. You are number one. You are important. Your health is wealth. Let's take our hands to heart center. Let's take a breath in. Release that breath out. Again, breathe in. Release out. We're going to end with an Om. So breathe in. The light within me shines within you. Ashe. Thank you so much for joining. Like and subscribe. If you're on my YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're on Instagram, come to my YouTube and like and subscribe. Thank y'all so much. Please join me again. Have a great evening.